I'm your host Ashini Gajjar and I'm really excited to be here with you today. So, if you are tuning in with us for the first time, then sit back and relax as we are going to explore the accounting industry. Also, we are going to speak with interesting individuals from the accounting community. And if you are a return viewer, then thanks for joining us again and we hope you enjoy the show. So, let's get straight into it. Today's guest is Hey guys, I'm Ashini Gajjar and I am the host of the Accountant Talk Show of Entigrity. I'm working here as an assistant manager learning and development. And so, yes, I'm the new host of this particular show. Previously, it was being, conducted by our director, Mrs. Leena Parikh. However, now I'm going to conduct it. So I welcome all of you to this show. So, guys, right nowadays, LinkedIn is playing a major role in your, professional life, right? If you are looking for a job, or if you want to hire a candidate, what first option that will come in your mind is that LinkedIn, right? So we are being so much connected to LinkedIn. So now our life is, I would say it is one kind of social media platform. It is one kind of social media platform for your professional journey. So today's our guest is one of them only, the great LinkedIn influencer, I would say, and so she is she's part of this LinkedIn creator program, and she's also the she has recently appeared for her CA finals papers. So here I would like to welcome Miss Sanskriti Pandey to our show. Hi Sanskriti.
Hi, Yoshini. Thank you so much. And yes, I would like to say that I'm a LinkedIn creator and I absolutely vouch for whatever you said. LinkedIn has become an integral part of our lives. And it's more of a social platform now rather than job seeking. It's conventional use, I would say. So LinkedIn has become so more than that, and I'm so happy to be one of the first mover persons who have taken the first movers advantage. So thank you for having me.
So true, so true. So, yes, thank you so much for coming on our show. So, here I would like to know about you, that about your career, about your professional journey, that how you started and how you managed each and everything with this your CA papers, with your CA exams, CA preparations, and all.
Okay, so I graduated from SRCC. I'm a gold medalist there. So I didn't even know about LinkedIn until my third year. So I guess one of the great perks of being in a good college is you get good peers who actually force you to do some productive things that you wouldn't do if it was just up to you. So I'm glad that I have such kind of friends. So in SRCC, every other person does CA. It's pretty normal. And one of them also forced me to make my LinkedIn account. And I did it in my third year, then I left it. I just got around 500 connections and I forgot about it. But what happened, a year after, like at the beginning of my second year of articleship. So I'm a CA student, and after clearing your CA intermediate, the second level, you are supposed to undergo 3 years of training. It's called articleship. It's basically a job just with the earning of a stipend in the form of a stipend and not the actual salary. So fine, it's for learning and stuff. So 1 year into it, the COVID was happening and stuff was happening. We were at home, work
Yes,
from
at that
home.
point of time, I understand that COVID was, I guess, on peak at 2020, right? And so yeah, that's the great story. I guess we are going to listen. Yes, please.
Yes. So, what happened? I joined. Basically, I was supposed to join in April 2020, but to March 2020 से lockdown लग गया. and my appointment was deferred by 1 month. And I joined in May 2020, but still now, you don't get that exposure or something. You are a novice. This is supposed to be my first job. And even Excels, we were beginners. We didn't know the shortcuts, what to do, and the kind of exposure you get in office, we couldn't get that basically.
True.
But anyhow, so obviously, I believe normally लोगों को 6 months लगते होंगे. We took a year to get comfortable with the environment and the work. We actually got to learn. And then 1 year into it, I was like, नहीं, और भी कुछ हो, बस अब दिमाग खराब हो रहा है. So I believe I just came out of COVID myself in April, and in May I started actively using LinkedIn, and it was pretty unplanned, unintended, and I believe that's what makes it the best. Because unexpected things are best. So what happened? I actually posted about a vacancy at my firm, and via that post, I got around 2,000 followers. So I realized, okay, fine, there are 2,000 people who are willing to listen to me somehow. Let's make use of it. I even posted about this particular message when I had 2,200 followers. I wrote, okay, I got to know that I have 2,200 followers, so I'm gonna start writing something. And that's when I actually went into active content creation. I didn't even know that it was to be called content creation. I just thought I'm active on LinkedIn. मुझे क्या पता, मैं तो बस लिख देती हूँ. So obviously, if you think about Instagram, it's more of entertainment. The people who
Absolutely.
are dancers or maybe the makeup artists, it's for them. The fashion industry, I believe. So hum kahan jaye? It's not like I couldn't dance. I'm a trained dancer, but I just didn't choose Instagram. I would say I can do all kinds of stupid dances they do, but anyhow, I thought कि अपना ज्ञान जो मोटिवेशन देना होता है, जो लोगों को
So
इंस्पायर करने का, गाइड करने का मन है, what's better than LinkedIn, because it's a social platform and blogs koi padta nahi, articles koi padta nahi. Let's go via this. And I was overwhelmed by the response I got. And plus I started writing about hatke topics. For example, one of my posts that got over 600 likes was the in the beginning, it was 10 things I've learned from Harry Potter. So obviously people were not writing such stuff on LinkedIn back then. They were not. I was like, मैं ही शायद अकेली थी. That's why people liked it. And my way of writing is something that I'm directly communicating to you. It's not a sort of monologue, but I try to make it as conversational as possible. So I believe it's just people liked it, and I just kept writing. I just kept posting, and I got into LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program in May this year, 2022. And since then, I've started calling myself a LinkedIn creator, content creator. Otherwise, I didn't even know what I was doing. So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
And I understand because CAs, for me, I feel that the CAs are the one who are reading a lot of stuff, who are working really hard, and in that particular journey, sometimes they do feel depressed, they do feel like leaving or
Absolutely.
something. So at that point of time, such kind of motivation is literally required. It means like giving someone power toes kind of thing. So
Absolutely.
you mentioned that you have appeared the final exam for the CA.
Right.
So how was the journey for that? The studying stuff
Mhm.
and everything.
So the
What are the
convention,
struggles?
right. So the conventional norm says that CA students should lock themselves in a room for a solid 6 months and just study. And I agree, honestly. Why? Because we have these many books and this much syllabus to cover. And it's not even easy. I mean, it's so technical. Even if you pick up some random page from a random book, and you'll be like, oh God, ye kya concept tha? Because it's actually tough. And that wasn't the case on the intermediate level. It was as the name suggests, the difficulty level was intermediate. यहाँ पे actual thing थी, and it requires efforts, it requires time. But what happened was, I randomly filled the application in March for LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program, and I got the result in May. Now I had this crossroad, I would say. 5 months की मेरी leave start होनी थी for studies. I still had subjects to do. And I had this option to take up this opportunity, which was of 3 months, 3 solid months I had to devote to this. And then maybe I would get 2 months or something to study. Ab kya chhode? Obviously, CA is a priority too. But then I thought ki, yeah, maybe priority hai, bilkul hai, and with due respect. But this might be something, once in a lifetime opportunity. I never knew, no one knows कि दोबारा LinkedIn Creator Accelerator कब आएगा. And it was, at the beginning, मतलब LinkedIn पे content creation का जन्म, I would say, happened due to leak app. So I told mom and dad कि I'm doing it, I'm taking a huge risk. Let's see what happens. जो भगवान चाहेंगे होगा. And I chose it. And 3 months I devoted to it. Obviously, you won't get time if you have. There were deadlines, and there was some criteria that you are supposed to do this. You have to post these many posts at least. And usse pehle everything was on my own, right? It was my own choice whether I post or not. But यहाँ पे एक accountability, एक responsibility आ गई. So I took the chance, and after completion, then it was my birthday month, and फिर मेरी mom का birthday. There were so many things. And फिर मैं बीमार पड़ गई. मैं बीमार पड़ एग्जाम से पहले. So I was like, चलो देखते हैं. Anyhow, there are 8 papers in CA and 2 groups of 4 papers each. And I thought कि शायद एक ही दे दूं, 2 ही दे दूं. But when you are from SRCC now, and you have been a topper throughout, एक लोग आपके बारे में एक इमेज बना लेते हैं that she is a topper, she would do, उससे तो हो ही जाएगा. They just don't know कि वो अचीव करने पे भी बहुत मेहनत लगी थी. And यहाँ पे I didn't have time, and somehow circumstances were not that much in my favor. But anyhow, I just took a shot and gave all 8 papers, wherein my other friends actually backed out. People I don't even know, even 5 of my friends out of at least 100 who gave this attempt. So it's kind of frightening कि सबके पास टाइम था, उन्होंने नहीं दिया, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं था, मैंने पेपर्स ही दे दिए. I was like, चलो कोई बात नहीं, CA क्लियर करना is very tricky. It's very tough because बहुत सारे criteria होते हैं, and the papers actually come tough. So I thought कि कोई बात नहीं, at least एक बार अंदाजा ही मिल जाएगा. You'll just get to know what's in the concept and stuff. So I just took a shot and gave my papers. Results are awaited. Let's see how well I did. But it was pretty tricky. That's why this year was pretty exhausting, but in a very, very good way. So I loved it.
Yeah, so that's the part of struggle, because and I really would appreciate you that you didn't give up this LinkedIn creating your being this particular thing, because a lot of people do that. A lot of people just just be focused on studying for this CA things and all. However, you didn't give up that. That's very good. And here again, I want to share one another thing is that, so the greatest thing about our company is Entigrity. So it is made of how like thousands of employees are CA dropouts here who are working here, right? So they are working here now as in managers. They are like intermediate CAs or semi-qualified CAs. So we are being very, when we share this particular thing, we feel really proud that yes, we are made of the people who has dropped out their CA career, and they started working with us Entigrity. And another thing what we are doing for them is that now we are we started sponsoring their CPA and EA studies. So what
Wow.
Entigrity is doing is they are, sponsoring the CPA and EA studies here, whatever employee is joining. So this is something, I can relate with you that, okay, you are just not being like that way, what will happen to me if I'm not going to clear CA and everything. Yeah, much appreciable.
I'm sending you so many resumes after this video.
Absolutely, for sure. So we do hire CAs as well here, and the we offer them the CP and EA sponsorship them as well, to so they can also opt for it. Another thing is that, which we would and our people would like to know is that, did you ever feel that, okay, what will happen if I'll fail? Did you get that particular fear?
Every single day. Every single day. So I was just out an hour before. I was out and I was doing some chores. And while riding my scooty now, I was just wondering, agar negative aa gaya result, to you are supposed to wonder कि भाई क्या हो सकता है. So what happens is कि अभी I have 6 months left. So attempts happen in May and November. So already my articleship is gonna end at May end. I know I have a buffer May attempt in my pocket before I can even look for jobs. So that's kind of a comfort thing I have in my mind. But otherwise, that fear of failure, like that failure wali feeling, I don't want to experience it, honestly telling. But people would call me mad if I would say that I'm not worried, because I just prepared for one single month where I was supposed to prepare for 6 months. And yeah, it is frightening, but that is not something I didn't know before I took my decisions, right? I signed up for this fear myself. So that's kind. So the thing I fall in my life is I don't have any regrets. Once I decide something, I might take hell lot of time deciding that thing, but once it's decided, I don't bother about having regrets. I just think, fine, अब जो है, let's make best out of it. So अभी भी I know कि अब तो हो गया ना. That's not something I can do. That's not something I can undo. What to even bother? जैसा होगा result होगा, we'll deal with it. There are options. It's not like life is gonna end. Kuch na kuch learning. Every experience is a learning. So maybe next time I'll remember to prioritize things, or maybe manage my time more effectively. That's a lesson I might take. But still, I'm waiting my results, and let's see what happens. But yeah, the fear strikes every single day, every single moment. Kya hoga, kya nahi hoga, and my results are due in the next 10 days, and it's frightening.
Yes,
But
so the
it's
thing which you shared is really good, that you should not regret, okay, with your decision, because okay, this is your decision, dropping out as well and continuing that and appearing for the exam and not giving up for that. Again, that is your decision, right? And if you're sticking to it, so you should not regret it, because everything is a lesson, right? And of course, I totally agree it, and that's the, I would say, that's the only thing that carried you here.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, my life would have been pretty different if I wouldn't have been a part of LeCap. I know how much it has given me, and I'm thankful to God for whatever decisions I made. Thank you. I mean, कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता ही है.
True.
So मैंने पा लिया है, अब यहाँ भी ना खोना पड़े, that would be very very great for me. And मैं क्या ही करूँगी भगवान. But अभी के लिए I'm very happy. I'm content with whatever I choose. And it's the flow of life. You never do things which are planned, right? As I said, unexpected things are the best.
Yes, and I guess this is the greatest message I would say for our viewers, because being happy with what you are choosing is very much important, right? That way only you can make it more and more better.
Absolutely.
Yes. So one good piece of advice that you would like to give to our viewers.
Okay. Um, Especially after this year 2022, I would say that you have no idea what kind of opportunities would knock at your door. Don't be rigid. I mean, be flexible. Just in case something else comes up, be willing to try it too. And don't always go with a plan. It's okay to be prepared, but it's not okay to be rigid if you have a plan. So be flexible, be open minded, and try whatever comes through your way. You never know what changes your life in a good way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Sanskriti, for
Thank
sharing this wonderful advice. I mean, I'm also going to take it, and I'll also try to implement it. All right, so that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much for coming to our show and sharing your journey and your ideas, everything with us. Thank you so much.
thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Welcome. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed the show. And if you have liked the show, then please do subscribe our channel on YouTube. Also, we would like to know your thoughts. For that, like, share, and comment about it. And if you are looking to establish your career into a growing company, then please do visit our career page on our website, entigrity.com. If you want to share the feedback and get featured on our show, then please do contact us.